clicker. Hi, everybody. I'm Avi, CEO and founder of Clicks Talent, #1 TikTok influencer marketing agency. Today, we're going to be talking about the top secrets of TikTok marketing that no one's going to tell you. Quick background on my company. So I started my company about 5 years ago with a focus on launching new social media apps from Asia into the US. While we were working on marketing these apps, we came across a platform called Musical.ly at the time, and we started sourcing our talent from this app. Little by little, over the course of the last 5 years, we built up a roster of over 3,500 influencers on now TikTok, and we work with these influencers to market our clients on the platform. Now, before I get into my talk, I also want to give you guys a quick history on TikTok for those of you that are unfamiliar. So TikTok started off in 2016 as an app called Musical.ly. At the time, it was a short-form video app that was growing in popularity little by little until we got to 2018 when they had over 100 million monthly active users. At the time, a Chinese company called ByteDance came across them and decided to acquire them. Overnight, everybody on the Musical.ly platform was moved over to the now TikTok platform, which was owned by ByteDance. And today, TikTok's available in over 150 countries with over 1 billion monthly active users. Now, today's talk is going to be split into 3 parts. We have, first of all, is how much should you be paying for a TikTok sponsorship? What should you be paying for? Next part is, what is TikTok best used for? How are you able to measure the ROI on TikTok to know that your campaign was successful? And thirdly, we're going to talk about how to choose an agency to work with and how to know if that agency is legitimate or not. So to start off, what can you pay for on TikTok? So first off, you have videos. This is for people who are looking for content to use on your social media pages, in Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, etc. But you don't have that content. You can pay influencers and creators to create that content for you so that you can then use it on your social media pages and in your advertisements. Next, you have posts. So this, similar to the video, you're having people create a video, and then you're having them post that video on their social media pages. In this case, we're talking about TikTok. Very straightforward. You pay them to post a video promoting your product on TikTok. Next, we have a link in bio. So a lot of people think that this comes automatically when you pay for a post. However, most agencies and influencers will charge separately for this on a 24-hour basis. Link in bio is a link that goes in the description of the influencer's profile so that you can track clicks, downloads, installs, whatever it is you're looking to track from your campaign. Next, we have licensing rights and usages. So similar to the first thing that I spoke about, the videos, you can pay to license the video that the influencer created and he posted. You can pay to license it and use it on your social media and in your ads. So it's kind of the same thing as paying for a video, but in this case, it's kind of an add-on on top of paying for a video post. Last thing that you can pay for is Spark ads. So for those of you unfamiliar, Spark ads is an option that TikTok gives to people marketing on this platform. You can sign up to the TikTok ad platform. You get a code from the influencer's video, and you can then use that code to put money behind the video and sponsor it and push it online. Some companies and agencies will charge extra for that. We specifically don't. We give that to our clients for free. We think that it's a given. Now, when it comes to what you should be paying for all these things on TikTok, there's a few things that you need to take into account. So first off, pricing ranges for anywhere from $10 all the way up to $200,000. And there are even instances where you'll be paying more than that. It really depends on the influencer, depends on what you're looking to have the influencer do. And nowadays, influencer pricing on TikTok is kind of like the Wild West. It can range from really from anything. You have influencer charging $50 today and $5,000 tomorrow. Vice versa, you have a company offering an influencer $100 today, and then a different company offering the same influencer $10,000 the next day. Now, when it comes to what you should be considering for your calculations on how much you should be paying for things on TikTok, you have number of followers. This is one metric that you should not be looking at when calculating pricing on TikTok. With TikTok, you have something called the For You page. As soon as you log into TikTok, you're hit with a page of content that is custom curated to you based off of your likes and what you're interested in. Then you can slide to the right, and there you'll have a page called Following. This is a page of content of everybody that you follow. Most people who are on TikTok are not on the following page. They stay on the For You page. What that means is that just because somebody has 10 million followers, it doesn't mean that those 10 million followers are going to see that person's content unless they specifically go to that person's profile or swipe to the following page and happen to come across that person's videos on the following page. The next thing that you have, the slideshow's a little bit opposite. It's number 3 and then 2. So the next thing that you have is the amount of views. Check out the amount of views. That's the biggest metric that you should be looking for when trying to decide what you should be paying an influencer on TikTok. The more views, the better. However, with that said, a small caveat, you don't want to pay somebody because they have 2 videos that have 10 million views, let's say. At the end of the day, videos go viral on TikTok very easily and quite often. So what happens is that you'll come to influencer's page, you'll see 10 videos with, let's say, 10,000 views, and then 2 videos that have 10 million views. Don't assume that your sponsored video is going to be that video that has 10 million views. That video was pushed to the For You page by the TikTok AI. It went viral, and tons of people saw it and enjoyed it, and chances are it's not going to happen to you. Now, when taking into account the views, you also need to take into account the engagement versus view ratio. How many people liked the video, commented on the video, shared the video, versus how many people viewed the video. So if you have a large amount of views versus a small amount of engagement, then you need to consider that that influencer may have paid for their views, and it might not be actually legitimate, and none of the views that you see could be taken into account as a realistic expectation for what you will get when you pay for that video. Now, I'm not saying that every video that has a discrepancy between engagement and views is purchased views, but it is something that could happen, so it's something you should be taking into account. Now, this is an example of our pricing. Feel free to take a picture of this if you want. This is a basis that you can use for calculating pricing for influencer campaigns on TikTok. So for example, when we have a client that wants to purchase a video, we charge anywhere from $100,000 to $15,000 depending on the influencer. For a post, it's anywhere from $250,000 to $250,000. For a link in bio, anywhere from $100,000 to $5,000 per 24 hours. Licensing rights and usage is anywhere from $500 to $50,000 a month, again, depending on the influencer. And as I mentioned before, Spark ads are free. We don't charge anything for that. Now, this is the second part of the talk, which is what should you be using TikTok for, and how do you measure the results of the campaign? So TikTok is best used for brand awareness. The idea here is that TikTok is like a billboard on the side of a highway, except it's way cheaper than a billboard, and a shit ton more people are going to see your video. People are going to see your brand, they're going to see the content, and they're going to end up getting more options to see everything about what you guys are doing. And that's really what TikTok is best for. It's the brand awareness aspect. Now, when running campaigns on TikTok, there is ROI in terms of purchases, installs, downloads, whatever it might be, but that should come second to views and brand awareness. If your goal is not brand awareness and you don't care about brand awareness, then TikTok might not necessarily be the best platform for you to be advertising on. Next we have, how do you know if your campaign is successful? So it's really quite simple. Either you have a link in the bio, as I mentioned earlier, and then you can track how many people clicked the link in bio, how many people made purchases, how many people downloaded, how many people installed, and then it's a simple metric of, did you make your money back or not? However, the way that we usually tell our clients to be tracking their results is come up with a number of views that to you is worth the amount of money that you're spending, and if you get that total amount of views, campaign was successful. You didn't get that amount of views, campaign was a failure. Pretty straightforward. Now we get to the last part of my talk, which is about the different types of agencies you can work with and how to tell which ones are legitimate and which ones are fraudulent. Unfortunately, in this industry, there are lots of different agencies that will come off as experts, or even that they'll just simply promise you results that they will never deliver on, and they can't deliver on even if they wanted to. So the types of agencies that we have are, first of all, marketing and PR agencies. These are agencies that do not have any influencers in their network. They don't have a roster of their own. What they usually do is they go to software and look through thousands of influencers, mass outreach, and simply bring back to the client whoever responded that they're interested without any actual due diligence of, is this influencer quality? Is he a good fit for the brand? Is he going to do what's needed? Is he reliable? Etc. Then you have talent management agencies. These are small agencies that usually manage anywhere from 2 to 50 influencers. They will, in general, they could offer you the most competitive pricing as they control usually the pricing for these influencers. However, a lot of talent management agencies, knowing that you can't go anywhere else except to them if you want their specific influencer, will overcharge you if you show too much interest in that specific influencer. The last type of agency is an influencer agency like us, Clicks Talent, where we have our own network of 3,500 influencers. These are people that we work with directly. We know every single one of them. We're in contact with every single one of them. And we can offer our clients a high quality return on their investment, where you have high quality influencers, quality content, and most importantly, reliable influencers, because we know who these people are. Not all influencer agencies work directly with their influencers. Some just have a network that they are in contact with every so often. Regardless, though, at the end of the day, an influencer agency usually is your best bet when it comes to pricing, as they can get you the most competitive pricing due to their vast network and their options for influencers. Now, some of the things to be aware of when it comes to agencies in order to tell if they might be fraudulent or not. A lot of agencies pay for press, so you'll see articles written in Forbes, Insider, New York Times, Wall Street Journal, where they feature different influencer agencies, marketing agencies, talent agencies. And you might think that these people made it big and that they're extremely successful and they know what they're doing, when in reality, they paid for that press. Now, again, I'm not saying that all press that you see is paid for, but nowadays, almost everything can be paid for. We've had the option to do it many times. We've never done it. I'm extremely against that. And I believe that if you're going to be featured in an article, it should be because you earned it and you did a good job and you deserve to be there. Next, you have paying for followers. So you have some agencies which you'll go to their social media pages, you'll see 15, 25 million followers. And you might think to yourself, wow, if they have so many followers, clearly they know what they're doing. Again, a lot of these agencies pay for their followers. Most of the legitimate and successful agencies have under 100,000 followers on their social media pages, as they focus on promoting their clients versus promoting themselves. Next, you have faking our clients on a website. You'll go to the website, you'll see the Our Client section, and you'll see big names like Google, Amazon, YouTube, other big names, and you'll assume that these guys must be successful, they know what they're doing, they have such big clients. You want to find companies that have also smaller clients in their Our Client section, as there are a lot of agencies that will simply put up these large companies that won't dispute them and say that they're their clients, even though they aren't, and they haven't actually even worked with anyone yet. Lastly, you have being an agency without having any actual practical experience. So this is mostly marketing and PR agencies that up until about a year and a half ago were Instagram agencies, Facebook agencies, YouTube agencies, really any agency other than a TikTok agency. And in the last 12 to 16 months, they decided all of a sudden that they are experts in TikTok. Be wary of these companies. They usually don't know what they're doing. They might make it seem like they do, but if they aren't actual experts in TikTok, don't assume that just because they knew what they were doing with Instagram, they know what they're doing on TikTok. Some agencies that you can trust that are high quality in the industry, these are some of our competitors, but they are some of the highest quality agencies in the industry. Obviously, you have us, self-promotion. You have Fanbytes in the UK, Viral Nation in Canada, and the Influencer Marketing Factory in the US, all high quality agencies that are going to deliver an amazing experience to you. So just as a quick recap, today we spoke about how to calculate influencer pricing on TikTok and what you should be paying for on TikTok. We spoke about how to use TikTok and how to measure the success of your campaign on the platform. And lastly, we spoke about how to choose an agency and how to tell the fraudulent agencies from the legitimate ones. It was a pleasure speaking with you all today. Thank you so much for taking the time, and hope you all have an amazing night. This is the last speech, so everyone go home.